Hi everyone, today I have a new discussion and this is a kind of like an argument thing really, like in defense of YA. I'm going to defend YA books as much as I potentially can. I first saw one of these videos on Ariel Bissett's channel and I thought it was so good. It really got me thinking about everything and I agreed with most of her points. Everything was put across in such a clear way and it was all true. More recently I've had a lot of messages and a lot of people saying to me, why do you only read young adult books? YA books are not even very good, they're trashy, they're pointless, they're not going to teach you anything. They're not even designed for young adults. I think that not designed for young adults thing is just ridiculous really. They're called YA books because they're designed for young adults. Yes, other people can read them as well, but primarily a lot of people that read them are young adults. Surprisingly, it actually got me really annoyed and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do one of these videos. I'm going to defend YA books as much as I potentially can because I love them. I read a lot of YA, but I'm proud of that. I love them and I read for enjoyment. I would firstly like to say that YA isn't necessarily a genre, it's more like a type of book. Like, there are a lot of subgenres in YA. A lot of people just class YA as a genre anyway. Sometimes I do, but you know, it is kind of a type of book. You can get so many different types in there. It isn't just romance and fantasy. There's dystopian, science fiction. There's absolutely everything. I read a lot of steampunk as well. There is definitely something for everyone within the type of book as a whole. I just really get annoyed because a lot of people say you need to read classics, you need to read more adult books, but YA books, I love them and I like to read them. It doesn't matter what you read, no particular book is more superior than anything else. For example, if you read classics, you're no better than people that are reading YA just because you read a different type of book. Yes, you might think it's more intelligent, it's more intellectual, but I think YA books can actually teach quite a lot. The themes in YA are actually usually very strong and very predominant and are brought across in a very clear way that it can actually teach a lot of people important things in life. And I think to learn things at a young age, if you're reading when you're a young adult, I think it's really important and I think they should really be looked up to and thanked a lot more than they actually are. And at the same time as actually teaching these important messages, people are enjoying the books as well, which obviously is a really nice way to actually teach things through enjoyment rather than just sitting there and learning boring notes. YA books usually have characters that we can fall in love with instantly. They really carry the book throughout and the writing style is normally very easy to read and you can usually just fly through it because it's really, you know, it's not too simple, but it's not too complex either. It's just about right, I think, for most people. One of my main points that I have to admit is that it actually gets people into reading. Like, I read YA books and I'm an avid reader and a lot of people are very similar. I'm going to take a huge example which I've seen very recently over the last few years, is that people have been reading The Hunger Games and there was a huge craze about that and such a good hype which it deserves. They realised then that they actually like reading and reading is actually something that can be very fun and people do actually enjoy reading and you know, it's not boring like you may initially think. Because of this, they'll read the next book in the series, and then they'll read the next book, and the next book, and they'll just branch off into so many different books. They eventually will become avid readers. Throughout their life, they may then go into other genres. They might read adult books, they might read classics, but initially I think it's the YA books that we are to thank for avid readers in today's society that will continue to grow and continue to be avid readers throughout the rest of their life and then persuade other people as well in the next generation to actually read as well. That was just an example. It's not necessarily just The Hunger Games, but a lot of YA books do get people into reading and I'm not going to lie, I think they really should be thanked for that because without them, I don't think as many people would read, and there aren't really many readers in today's world anyway, but without YA books there would be even less. I will address the fact that there are problems with YA, you know, I don't really like the insta-love that sometimes goes on. It's quite a huge feature in a lot of YA books that I've read actually, and I don't necessarily think it's needed. But at the end of the day, if you enjoy it, read it, because if you're a YA reader and you're watching this video, be proud of yourself, be proud of reading YA, and if you're enjoying a book, read it. It doesn't matter what genre it is, just read whatever you enjoy, and if that's YA, read it. Be proud of that. I'm proud of reading YA, and I'm not going to change because people tell me to. Yes, I do want to branch off into different types of genres anyway, but I'm doing that naturally. I don't like it when people say, you should not read YA, it should just be thrown away in the bin, because how offensive and how rude can that be? Young adult books are not inferior to any other type of book, so read them if you like, and that's the message that I'm gonna end with. You read what you want, you be proud of being a reader. I don't care what genre it is, just read, and then you know, we're all happy about that, but YA books are so important, and I know a lot of booktubers read them, but we have our reasons, and if you want to expand on these, definitely do a video response to Ariel Bissett's video, and I'll leave it here for now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video for the next one in the 2 weeks of videos. Goodbye.